Hey everyone, I'm Amy and I'm codependent. I'm the CoDA Texas Vice Chair, and I'm going to be giving you a short Google tour tools and other resources that you can use for a healthy meeting. We just were fortunate enough to hear from Charles D. in his meeting about his information about healthy meetings matter. And so he mentioned many of those links. I just want to show you. I created his notes and turned them into this PDF. So everything he talked about, the group inventory tool, the trusted servants, group conscious, everything he mentioned is in this PDF for you to link to. So you have it here in the folder that I'm going to share when the meeting is over. So also inside this folder, so this folder is called Healthy Meetings Matter, Resources and Tools. Everyone will have viewing rights. So some of the things you'll be able to open and some of the things you won't be able to open because like forms and things like that, unless you're the editor, you can't see. So I want to show you really quick how to make a copy for yourself. So you're going to get, again, a link to this. Oh, I'm going back like crazy. Let me get back to our events, go to Texas Gatherings, public share. So right here, Healthy Meetings Matter. So you're going to go to this folder and you're going to see a whole bunch of items in here that I'm going to give you a quick tour of. And there's a form, newcomers form, a Zoom link form. If you want this newcomer form, you go all the way over to the triple dots and you make a copy, or you can right click on it, make a copy. So when you make a copy, you want to make sure that it's copying it. It's going to copy it here right now because it's where I'm at. But you want to make sure it's going to your drive. Now, the important thing to me is, and I want to reiterate this, one of the best things you can do for any home group is create a home group specific Gmail. So that means if you are Austin, Texas East, then you create like an Austin East CoDA at Gmail or something to give your group a home base. So it doesn't have to be, that email can be put on coda.org and anyone that you want to see it can see it, but it keeps it more generic and uniform and consistent for anyone that's interested in attending your meeting. So if you do that, then you want to make sure everything you're doing that I'm talking about, you do while logged in to that home group specific account. Because if you're logged into your personal account, so you see on my screen right here, you can see both my icons are blue. And this is my CoDA account. It says Amy, LX3 Mama. So that's my CoDA account. And everything I'm doing right now is under that account. So if I'm going and creating an add-on, like an email responder, it's all going to be from Amy, not Austin East CoDA, right? So making sure you're logged into your group specific account. And then you can make changes. You can update these forms once you make a copy. If you have 7 traditions, you would add your username, your emails, or if you don't have online 7 traditions, you can just delete that portion and edit the form because it's your copy, right? You can add your home group. So maybe it's like, welcome to, I don't even know if Austin East exists, but I'm just calling it Austin East CoDA. So you add your home group name to the form, right? You're personalizing it. You want to go through and make sure just quickly, like, look, here it says home group name. So you would add Austin East. And then you want to make sure that you are changing it to your group specifically. I made these things as generic as possible, so you don't have to change the header if you don't want to. You don't have to change the keep coming back, but you can if you want. Okay, so popping back over here, Charles was talking about the literature from CoDA Texas. I've shortcutted in this folder a link to all of the literature from CoDA Texas. So the meeting attendee handout, the meeting attendee handout printing guide, like how to print it, and then the facilitator manual and script. We would really like to encourage home groups to use the facilitator manual script to ensure that every group is getting a consistent meeting, that it's uniform, and that's abiding by also what CoDA.org publishes in their fellowship service manual. So, of course, it's not required, but we would love to see all the groups have group conscious, look over it, and decide what parts of it work for their group. So that is shortcutted in this folder. You have, again, Charles's PDF. Right here, forms, Google headers. I created for you all a whole bunch of Google headers that you can just go back in and personalize. So when you get this, you would make a copy because you can't edit it, copy the entire presentation, and then you can see there's all of these options that you can personalize for your group. Now I gave you the generic one. You can use that, or you can, again, personalize it. So, and then up here, there's directions on how to use the personalized form. If you want us to support you, we can. You would have to reach out to codetexas@gmail.com and request either to allow us to access your home group Google account, and we can go in there pretty quickly because we're used to doing this, and in under 30 minutes help you get everything set up. Or we might arrange like a group Zoom time to do the tutorial together. It's a lot to do it one-on-one with almost 70 groups across the state, but we can support you in various ways. So next we have the newcomer form. We already made a copy of it and kind of got a tour of that. There's a form in here, a generic form for your sign up for Zoom, because we really highly recommend for safety and security of your meeting that you do not publish your Zoom link publicly, like to coda.org or on anything. We prefer for everyone's safety that they have to sign up. And then you can email them if you use this little add-on right here. There's an add-on button, email notifications. You can create an automatic email to send every time someone fills this out. So you don't have to be paying attention. You don't have to be on top of it, looking at it. You can just create a form. So right here, this form has nothing because it's the template I created. You would do create an email notification, and then you could go through the process to set it up. Now, again, we can offer you support on this. And I don't want to do it right now because I'm logged into my personal CoDA account. And so that would send everything from my personal account. You want to make sure that you are on the admin side and you are doing it from your CoDA account. Okay, so this is available for you to make a copy of and to use. Again, very generic, just that's it. So you don't even have to change it and make it pretty for yourself. The email notifications I was talking about, I have a little Google Doc here that I copied and pasted a few of them that I've received from various groups. And you can go in here and copy this email, modify it for your group, and paste it into your email responder. So it doesn't have to be original thought. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. We have so many amazing minds in CoDA Texas that have already done so much of the legwork. Just copy their words, makes it so much easier. So we have several for you here, suggestions in here, and then I'm working on getting another one for the newcomer. I have a secondary one I'm about to copy. So this is in the folder available for you. Then someone asked about, what do group service reps do? Well, I found in our home group that we frequent a little information about it. So I just copied it and deleted all the group specific stuff and created it to share in this folder. Obviously, you would personalize it with your home group's information, your home group's password, your home group's Google Voice. I want to zoom in here and kind of talk. It is when you create your own home groups Gmail, it also gives you a Google account. You will then have a Google Drive to save things. You will have your Gmail. We suggest you create a free Google Voice number. That will help then where you don't have to put your personal number out on coda.org. And you can set it up to where it just sends an email to your account. We highly recommend that you do some sort of form of chat. I know here in North Texas, we mostly use WhatsApp, and in Houston, rumor has it, they use Discord. So there's lots of different chat options out there. And so all of these things are just suggested and recommended in the GSR information that is provided in that folder. So it's a good tool to share with those interested. I just did a screenshot of Bitly. That is my go-to for QR codes and shortcut links. It makes it quicker and easier. You can put that then on your table. You can put it on the front of your meeting attendee handout, and it just makes life easier. This copy of the form we don't need. Well, let's get rid of it. Okay. And then I did a little screenshot of the Gmail homepage. You can create a brand new Gmail for your group. And then there's a template here for the facilitator sign-up sheet. This is again hijacked from my home group because we have a really large group of people willing to facilitate. Probably about 10 active people right now that are willing to facilitate. And so we produce the whole year, and then people sign up. If no one is signed up, the GSR would look at it a few days out and send in our WhatsApp chat, hey, we have a separate group for the facilitators only because we don't want all of the information public, like how to log into the Zoom and stuff, because a lot of that needs to be secure. We send it and say, need a facilitator this week. Can anyone do it? And then people sign up. We note when our fellowship is just to remind everybody. And it's just really amazing. So with this template, you have instructions on how to sign up for your people. Meeting resources are linked there. If you have Zoom, there's information and areas for you to add the Zoom stuff, a place for you to input your facilitator list information, and then just a little guide on how to use this sheet for everybody, and then how to share it out. So this is in your folder, and again, someone can walk you through that in a training session if needed. And then there's a template for a public phone list where you can basically, from your newcomer form, copy and paste that information into this and share it publicly. And as was mentioned in the Healthy Meetings, you have their code of birthday there, because that's really important for everyone to know. There's an optional column if they're a facilitator or if they're a sponsor, if you want that information out there for your group. If you don't, you would just click on the column and you can right click and you can hide it. It doesn't have to be showing, right? And then if you want to show it again, you just click on the little arrow and it pops it back out, right? So that was a very quick tour of all the tools that you may or may not decide to use to help your home group be consistent and healthy, and also delegate some of the responsibilities. GSR, a lot of GSRs think they have to do it all, and you don't. A healthy group has so many people willing to offer service and to pull together. And we just really want you to not have to take on so much burden that you're burnt out. Like, share the wealth, help others get involved, help others learn to facilitate. We have resources to help with that at codetexas.org. And just know that we are here for you in the Texas community, and we just wish you the best on your recovery journey.